Okay, so this video is going to be a little different than my other ones. There's not going to be like a big before and after in this video, so if that's what you're looking for, it's not that. I'm currently planning 2 different room makeovers, and I'm not quite ready to do them, so I thought now would be a good time to do this, because if I don't make a video of finishing all of these projects, I won't ever do it. I do not think I will ever do it, because some of the stuff is just so trivial and easy to fix, but I don't do it. And I just kind of live with it and I get used to it, but I'm like, maybe you should not. So that's what this video is. It's going to be going back through some of the projects that I've done on here and even some that I've done in the past before I started my channel, and fixing or finishing the little things that still need to be done. So come with me on this journey and just spend some time with me. Get to know me and my house a little bit better. Let's start fixing a few things in this kitchen. I'm really fast going to show you 2 projects that I did before I even had the idea of a YouTube channel. I wish I could go back in time and film these 2 projects, because the before and afters, which I will show you, are so nice, and they would have made such a good video. The first big project I did in this house were the cabinets, because these used to be a light wood color, and I didn't like it, and it didn't go with the kitchen, and I painted them white. My second project, which was shortly after, I got a really good deal on a used table and chairs. And you saw, or can see on my channel, my chair makeover. This table, it had so many thick layers of this teal blue color over it. And that was the first and only time that I've used a paint stripper. And oh, it turned out so well. It turned out so well. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Now on to actually doing stuff in my kitchen. I think most of it in here is paint and tape. I'm gonna do the tape first. So when I was painting these cabinets, I used a very strong enamel paint. I think enamel is the word I'm looking for. It's very strong and durable. But I have this weird corner right here, which my house is full of weird corners. Since it was harder when I got the brush in there to not paint this, I did put tape in there so then I could just shove the paint. But I did 3 layers, I think, of this paint, 3 coats, and let it fully dry before I even tried to take the tape out. And this tape stuck. It is stuck. I was able to rip some of it out. And I've tried stuff in the past, like tweezers, kitchen knife, none of it worked. I do have, which I didn't back then, an X-Acto knife. So I'm gonna try to cut the connection it has with the paint with my X-Acto knife. And I hope it works, because if it does not work, it is here for good. But let me go get my X-Acto knife and see if it works. Cross your fingers. It's doing something. There's some tape there. I can't grip it with my fingers. Let me go get tweezers. No. Oh. Okay, there's a little piece. Also, you can see my counter got a little messed up because water fell out of something and sat on it. I didn't think this would happen, but it did. I do have an idea of making my own countertops with cement. That's a big project and it scares me, so it might be much further in the future. Come on. I can't grip it. It's coming off in tiny pieces. Pretty good. Now to fix all the random paint places that need to be fixed. A few of them happened over here when I was doing my kitchen cutout makeover shelves. And some of it's over here, and some of it's where I just cut the tape. So let's make these real fast, because I could have done this as I was finishing the project, but I didn't, because why would I? That makes things too simple. I don't know why I did this after I painted. There was a light up here, and it was this light. I didn't like it. I took it down. It's taped shut right now because there's bugs in there and I don't want to deal with them. But the wire for this thing goes behind the cabinets. And like, even if you open the cabinet doors, like it's behind the cabinet. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with you, but I don't want it. So for the last couple years, it's just been hanging right here, looking dirty and taped and weird and gross. But I'm at least going to paint where it was. Progress, right? And I've lived with this for 3 years now. 4 years? Four years. Oh no. And how long is it taking me to fix this painting part? Not long at all. The last thing I need to do in the kitchen is with this makeover. And the main thing is I need to put finish on the shelves. That was a project I was trying to get the video out sooner than later, and it pretty much looks the same if it had finished or not. So I was like, I'll start editing and then I'll finish later. I did not. And part of it was because at the end of the video, I staged it and put everything where I wanted it to be, and then I was like, oh, I have to take all that off if I want to put the finish on, which is what I'm gonna have to do now. Okay, for this I'm using polyacrylic. I like water-based stuff a lot better than oil-based stuff because it's less chemically and easier to clean, all that stuff. Okay, my camera died as I did that first coat, but I'm gonna wait for it to dry. I did a first coat a lot of places, and I'll do 1 or 2 more coats after it dries. It does look a tiny bit nicer because my polyacrylic is satin, so it gives a little bit of shine to it, which makes it feel a little bit more finished. One of the behind the scenes things that will help you get to know me better and kind of my channel. When I started my YouTube channel, coming up on 2 years ago, but not quite, I had the plan of doing a video every 2 weeks, which in the YouTube world is still pretty slow. But when you're the one planning your projects, getting everything for your projects, doing your projects, editing your projects, it takes a while. So even 2 weeks was pushing it sometimes. And I was able to do it for a while, even though it was difficult. But if you've been following my channel for a while or have looked back through my videos, you've noticed that I've posted a little less than I used to, and I have gaps where I didn't post any videos. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know why. If you don't, which I think my Instagram followers are very different than my YouTube followers. So if you don't follow me on there, the main reason is that a year and a half ago, my mom passed away. And when something like that happens, your YouTube channel may not mean as much for a little bit. And I say this just so it gives you kind of an idea of just the person behind the camera, I guess. But I've come a long way, and I've grown a lot, and I've healed a lot, even though it's very slow and not as fast and as much as you want. But I kind of made priorities in my life of what I needed to focus on, and YouTube is not high on the list for me, as much as I love it. And I wish I could get a video out to you every week if I could. But with the energy I have and the other things in life I have to do, my goal this year has been just to get at least once a month out, if possible. But I always want this channel to stay fun, and I don't want to push it, especially since it's not my actual real job. As cool as that would be, I have a full-time job. So I don't always have the energy when I get home, or I'm just lazy, who knows. Even through the times where I just had nothing in me and didn't post for months and couldn't do projects and didn't even want to, the channel still grew. And like, that meant a lot. But we can thank my mom for this channel, because it wouldn't be here without her, I don't think. Now I'm in my bathroom. This was my very first project on the channel, and it took so long. I remember my body was so sore after doing this, because it was like 20-something hours of me just standing there painting, really. Like, so my body was like all tight and trying not to fall off the ladder and like all of that. So I was sore. This project caused a slight problem. Not the project's fault per se, but the ladder I used in the project. Before I did this project, I had painted the whole bathroom green. And it had been a day or 2 or 3, I don't remember, it was a while ago. But then I did this project, and for this project I had to lean a ladder up against this wall to paint this wall. And I guess the paint hadn't dried enough. It was still sticky, I guess, so when I took the ladder off, it took the paint off with it in a couple of places, because I kept having to move the ladder, and yeah, so I'm gonna be fixing that. Let me paint up here. Let me show you. These. That was awkward. Okay, now I am in my living room. The one thing in this room I am going to fix is this curtain behind me. And I am going to change the curtain at some point. This design is cool, but it's kind of busy for what I'm looking for in here. So I bought white curtains like 2 years ago, probably. and put them up there. But they were so white that when the light came through it, they looked blue. And that wasn't good. So I returned those. And so on and off, I look for curtains that like are not as bright white, or maybe have some gray undertone, or I don't know. But I haven't done it. I haven't fixed it. But when I got the white curtains, I wanted to hang them up on those clips that have the loops, like so. And I like those. But when I replaced the curtain and put those back up, I thought I was going to buy new curtains pretty quickly to put back up. And so these already have holes that you put on here. But I was like, I don't want to take these off because I'm going to be using them again soon. And that was 2 years ago. And so I just have a lot of holes, and this is something that people have commented on where they're like, hey, that, and I'm just like, is not correct. I know. I don't want to keep these curtains, but I'm currently not replacing it. So for the meantime, I think now is the time to finally just take these down. They look normal again. Still not my favorite curtains for this place, but I do love the curtains. That is my fantasy football trophy, which I now have had 2 years in a row. I hope to keep it forever. One thing I did that I was before my videos, and I'll just show you in case you like it, and wanted to do something similar, is I got these off of Amazon and then put my stuff in it. Put my spices and all that in here. And so it looks nice, and it's all right there. Let's see. Paint and bathroom. I did that. Paint around kitchen nook and plate. By sink. Did I? Plate? I don't get my own notes. Curtains, did that. IKEA box. I need to do that. This, which I did a makeover on, it was great. There's one thing though that I do need to fix, is that this is something I added to this box. It didn't come with it. And the screws were short, but not short enough to where they stick out right here, which is not great and not safe. And so there are a lot of ways I could go about this. There's the professional way, which is not what I'm gonna do, which could be getting shorter screws and re-screwing it, or somehow like making these shorter. I don't know, but I'm not gonna do any of that because it's too much work. I'm gonna have something that may be stupid, but I'm gonna do it. I have a lot of styrofoam, so I get little styrofoam pieces and just plop it on the edges, like baby-proofing the inside of my drawers. That's what I'm gonna try. So let me go get some. I have different thicknesses of styrofoam. So let's see if this is the thinnest one I have, and thin would be nice. Just break off some pieces and stick them onto the see what we're gonna do. Stab it on there. And you're safe. Oh, good times. Okay. do in here, even though I should clean this whole place. I will someday. Ignore the gross, sad blinds. I'd like to replace them someday. But for now, but if I put these up, you will see. I don't know why they didn't paint this before, but it doesn't match this door. I'm gonna paint this white. It'll be good. My front door was similar, but worse. I don't know why they did it to my front door, or if they were like, this looks nice. It did not look nice. It looks better like this. So, I'm gonna paint this real fast. I have a few paint cans, like 2 of the ones that I started out with that don't have handles. And I had someone else paint this room and some others at the very beginning. So I don't know if he took the handles off, because why? I don't like it. This was a very random video, and if you're still watching, bless you. Bless you. I'm currently waiting for my pizza to be done in the oven, and then I'll eat that, and then I will do a few more coats on the shelves in my kitchen. And I will. Not like when I say it in other videos and I don't actually do it. I will. I'm hungry. My pizza still has like 12 minutes left. And I do have some good makeovers coming up next. I'm excited. That's all I can say. And that I want my pizza. It's a healthy pizza. Okay, bye. Hot.